Legislation requiring school districts to provide elementary and middle school students with financial literacy instruction is one step closer to becoming law here in New Jersey. On this edition of Hudson Political Insider View, I sit down with Assemblywoman McKnight, one of the bill's prime sponsors. Assemblywoman, thank you for taking the time to join us here on Hudson Political Insider View. There are several pieces of legislation that I wanted to talk to you about that you're prime sponsor of. Let's start off first. You, along with your assembly mate here in the 31st District, Nicholas Shervalotti, are sponsoring a bill that would give students, before they enter high school, financial literacy instruction. Basically, the bill says that school districts must provide that for K through 8 grades. Why is that so important in your mind that school districts provide this type of training to children of that age prior to entering high school?
So the bill, as it is right now, is for middle school 6 to 8, and this bill would allow teachers to train children based on their age and their grade about financial literacy. Before a child enters high school, they have already have a summer job. They've done chores around their home where their mom and dad are giving them allowances. So they already are touching money. So we need to be able to teach them about the money, ways to save, what's the value of money. So when you get into high school, the kids already know what money is, but they don't know how to use money. And money should be taught. Financial literacy should be taught to the children so that they understand the value of a dollar. So this is why I introduced this bill, so that we can teach our children the benefits of money and how they can use money for the benefit of their life.
You've started to touch a little bit on the types of instruction that the school districts would be required as part of this. Can you be a little bit more specific in the specific areas of instruction that would go along with this?
So this is not a standalone. This would be infused inside of the different subjects, such as science, such as math, such as language. So based on the different topics that are being taught to children in schools, then we'll be able to infuse that. So for example, you have children that want to open up a bank account and they want to be able to save. So we will have, we can have the banks to come in and teach them about opening up a bank account and how to use a checkbook. So then you have students who want to save for college. So based on their grades that they get in school, they can come up with a nice subject to show them how, when you get an A, this A is equivalent to saving $50. This B is equivalent to saving $30. So again, it's not a standalone. It's to teach them different ways of saving money, different ways to invest money, different ways to spend money, meaning wants and needs, but it's tied into the subject at school, not a standalone.
You're a mom yourself, so obviously you probably have seen your own kids. I'm not quite sure how old your children are, but I'm sure you've seen your own kids. If they go with you to the mall, let's say, they're saying, "Mommy, I want to buy this or I want to buy that," and you've probably, in many instances, had to say, well, we have to have the right amount of money for this and everything. So I'm sure that kind of has played a part in why you're wanting to sponsor something like this. You've seen it firsthand. Have you heard from parents since you've taken office, complaining about, really, the school districts aren't doing enough to give my child some financial literacy training?
I'm happy you brought this up. Just later on this month, we will be having our first financial symposium where we are inviting parents, inviting kids to come and teach and to talk to them about financial literacy. We're going to have banks to come in. We're going to have financial experts to come in. And since I had the bill, I've heard from constituents, I heard from parents. Thank you so much for introducing this bill, because I don't even know about money. My parents didn't teach me about money, so I can't really teach my children about money. And it's great that we will have this in school, because it takes a village to care for our children. So they're happy, they're gung-ho. I haven't heard anybody say, no, we shouldn't teach the children about financial literacy, because today there are so many people that are in debt. If I was taught about money, I wouldn't have so much college debt that I have right now because I didn't understand the value of money. My mother didn't teach me about that. So we need to be able to teach our children as much as we can in the schools. And I love the fact that it's not going to be a standalone, because money is not a standalone. You need money for just about if you want to buy a car, if you want to buy a house, if you want to buy groceries, if you need to budget, you need money. So it's infused. And once a child says, "Mommy, can you buy me, or can I have?" That is the opportunity for us to teach our children the value of money. And why not use the school system? Because it's a life skill that will be used forever. So I'm happy that I introduced this bill.
Now, you just mentioned you're going to be holding a symposium. Do you have a date and a location for that yet?
Well, the location is going to be at Mary Bethune Center, and the date we're looking at is it's August 28th that we're looking at.
Okay, so anybody that would want more information, they can either check your website or call your office here. I know the bill's passed the Assembly. Where does it stand? Has it gone through the Senate yet?
No, so it's on the Senate now, and we are on a break. So as soon as we get back, I will be, pushing the Senate to get this bill through.
Assemblywoman McKnight is beginning her second 2-year term in the state legislature. For Hudson Political Insider View in Jersey City, I'm Jeff Henig.